What is up, Star Seeds? It's Sid. Please don't mind the walls. We gotta paint in this room, like I've said in previous videos. But today, I'm doing more of a personal video. It's kind of like meet my fur fam. Come here, Koopy. Come here. Come on. This is Koopy Christensen. Hello. Say hello to the world. He's a coonhound who is just over 1, so he's still a puppy. He's playing with his rope and stuff. Please don't mind my crazy hair. I was gonna straighten it, but I'm like, nah. Maybe that was a mistake, but oh well. Yeah, this is Koopy. He's a weirdo. He's on his back, showing his belly about 50% of the time. And I'm gonna go in order of how old I think they are, okay? So Sally and Rambo are siblings, but this is Sally Cat, okay? She is such a pretty calico. So cute. And then here is Rambo. He's white and like orangish brown. So Zach actually rescued their mom, and yes, just like a stray cat by a graveyard produced that beautiful calico and this rambunctious Rambo, and a bunch of other babies too that he gave to his friends. And then we have Mr. Freddy Bear. Okay, he's like a tabby with white on him. And then little Miss Lily, the only one with like black paws. Oh, I also want to show you Fred's unique paws. Okay, all of them are like this. Brown on like the bottom big pad, and then like pink toes. But yeah, Fred and Rambo are the boys. All the boys are on the bed with me. And Lily and Sally, the girls, are just chilling on top of Koopy's bed. So, I wrote this when we still lived at the trailer. I'm going to read it off of Zach's phone. I kind of sent it to him so I could read it and I didn't have to write it. But it just kind of tells you about them if you're curious to know about my cat's personalities, because I know you've seen probably all of them in a video. Mainly Rambo, and Sally, and Lily, and Freddy, and Coop. It's pretty much the order of how they appear in videos. Yeah. Also, I mentioned last week how Fred was not doing too well, but I think he's gonna make it. I think he's doing a lot better. We actually took him to the vet yesterday, too. He came home a few days ago. He couldn't pee. He was really blocked up and has crystals, so now he's on a special diet, and yesterday the vet gave me some medicine to give him. So, Koopy, be nice to Rambo. So he's still just like dribbling just a little bit of like bloody pee, but I'm hoping that he can pee better soon. Poor baby. But as you can see, he seems pretty happy, so that's so good. He tried to steal bread last night, and I was so happy. That used to be his thing, you know, we could never leave bread out. Any kind of bread. Buns, you know, pita bread, none of it. Fred loves bread. But yeah, I'm gonna read this off, okay? Most squeaky. So, little Lily, the littlest one with the black paws, is definitely the one who was the most squeaky at first. I feel like she kind of passed that on to everyone else, including Freddy for sure. But Rambo, I would say, is the second most squeakiest, just because he's usually squeaky when he's like talking to you. Like, I feel like Rambo walks up to you and squeaks to say hello, you know? It's not just like random squeaks like Lily and Freddy. And then Sally's probably the least squeakiest, but trust me, she does squeak. Most likely to cuddle, Fred, Rambo, Sally, they're all very cuddly. Lily is definitely the most skittish, but she whenever she needs pets, she will let you know when she needs them. She'll walk up to you and squeak, 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 pet me. And then when she's done getting petted, she will let you know. She will walk away. Most dog-like, Freddie for sure, Lily, Rambo, Sally. Most dragon-like, Rambo, Freddie, Sally, Lily. Most monkey-like is definitely Lily. When I told you how Rambo and Sally were created, like Zach picked up this stray before I met him, and then she had kittens and died pretty much right after she got hit by a car, sadly. But I picked up Freddie and Lily from my friend who was pretty much just like leaving them outside because his dad didn't want them inside because apparently they were bad kitties. But they are all so good. I can't imagine them chewing up a cord because that's Rambo's thing. Lily and Freddie have never chewed any cords that I've seen. So, but apparently they did that when they were little. Or someone else in the house did it. But yeah, they were outside in the cold in the winter, so I got them a few days after I turned 18. I was like, hey, Zach, I'm looking for someone to keep these cats, but can I bring them home tonight? And he's like, yeah, of course. And then he's like, you know what, we can keep them. Honestly, he wasn't too crazy about Freddie and Lily for a while, but Freddie getting sick definitely made Zach, I don't know, appreciate Fred and Lily a lot more. I feel like he was a lot more distraught about it than me. I was kind of keeping my cool, but he was really upset. Like, today is not his day to go. We got to save him, and we did. It was pretty much Zach that saved Freddie. I mean, I'm the one who not wasted, but spent a lot of money. But I have my Freddie, so I definitely wouldn't have it any other way. Even if he gets sick again, I'm still glad we gave him a lot longer. But he's actually doing really good. I think he's gonna be okay. Most witch-like is definitely Sally, then Lily, and Rambo and Freddie. Sally, I don't know if she's cursed into a cat body or what, but can't you just tell that Sally's a little witch? I'm gonna show you. She's licking herself right now, but look at her. Oh, you gonna lick Lily's booty too? She's just a witch, okay? She is a witch in a cat body. She is a shaman. She is a medicine woman at heart. Alright, be nice to Fred, Coop. You gotta be nice to him. Most likely to play. Lily, Freddie. I mean, not so much Freddie anymore. Ever since he came home from the vet, he is a lot more chill. He doesn't really play. I would say Rambo and Sally play a bit more than Freddie now, but Lily's definitely the most playful, I think. But Rambo, his name is Rambo because he's rambunctious. Most likely to hit, and by hit, I mean hit Cooper. Sally, Rambo, Lily, Freddie. Yep. It's so funny when Sally and Rambo do it. They're little boxers. That's who taught Lily to do it. I've never seen Fred hit Cooper. Most likely to hide, Rambo. I was so scared that somehow he got out pretty much right before this video. That kind of happens a lot. I always like to have my eyes on all 4 cats before we leave the house, when we come home. Just if we've been opening up the door a lot, I like to put them in the room just so they don't get out, because I know, honestly, all of them are kind of tempted to run outside, and all of them except Freddie have actually gotten in this new backyard somehow. But we always catch them real quick and bring them back in. I have never seen any of them run out. That's always on Zach duty. But yeah, Rambo's definitely the most likely to hide. He hides inside the couch because everyone, mainly Cooper, but everyone has kind of torn up the couch. Cooper and Lily and Freddie especially. But so they can all get in the couch. I don't think Sally's ever gotten in the couch, But Lily and Rambo, oh my god, they hide in the couch. So Sally's most likely to like hide under the bed or something. But Lily and Rambo, man, I can't even tell you how many times I've been like, Lily, little tiger Lily, little rum cat, where are you? You just gotta like sing and call them and they'll come eventually. Freddy's the least likely to hide. He's just way too chill for that. There's no need to hide for Fred. Most likely to run around the house. I put Lily, Freddy, Sally, and Rambo. I wrote this when we still lived at the trailer, but now I feel like Rambo and Sally do these weird little running spells, and they, like, I don't know, they think they see something on the floor, and they run. But Lily definitely runs a lot. Fred, like I said, since he came home from the vet, not so much. Most likely to get stuck, like, behind the washer or dryer, or in a room, or something like that. Rambo, Lily, Freddy, Sally. Sally, she never really gets stuck anywhere. You know, Rambo, when we lived at the trailer, Rambo would get stuck behind the washer and dryer so often, and then Sally would sit on it like, hey, my bro's stuck. And then I would have to come and scooch the washer out and get Rambo out. I don't know why, but they would happen quite a bit. He would jump down there to play, and then he couldn't get out. Most likely to look out windows, Lily, Freddy, Sally, Rambo. They all do it. Koopy does it a lot, too. Koopy thinks he's a cat. Koopy likes to sit on the back of the couch and look out the window. It's really funny. Most likely to hop in the shower. Okay, everyone except Coop. All the cats do this. Not while it's running, really, but like Freddy is definitely the most mesmerized by water. So is Lily. They really all are. But I put Freddy, Lily, Rambo, Sally. But I feel like at this house, Sally's definitely hopped in the shower the most. Lily is the one that, like, makes me think Zach's about to, like, get in with me or something. But it's just, like, Lily looking, sticking her head in, going in between the curtains. Everyone goes in between the curtains while I'm taking a shower. It's pretty weird. Most likely to watch TV. So TV as in, like, Zach playing video games or a TV show, Freddy. But a movie, Lily. Lily definitely watches movies the most, but Freddy, Lily, Rambo, Sally. Everyone watches the TV. If you think cats can't watch TV, you are so wrong, because I have witnessed it. Cooper. This is what Koopy likes to do to kitties. He likes to nibble on them, because he thinks they taste good, and he thinks their booty smells good. He's a little weirdo. But see what I mean? He lays on his back and does this. Can you guys see? Yeah. He lays on his back, just like this, all the time. This is what Koopy does. I'll keep showing you Koopy. Anyways, most responsible is Sally. Koopy's the least responsible, right, Koopy? Sally's the most responsible, and then probably Freddy, and then Lily, and then Rambo. Most likely to lay on the couch. I mean, of course, Coop. But Freddy, Lily, Rambo, Sally, yeah. And we have this chair, too. Fred thinks that's his chair. But everyone likes to lay on it. When we were at the trailer, I remember I would, like, come out in the middle of the night to, like, go to the bathroom or something. And I would see, like, Rambo, Sally, and Lily all laying on the chair together. Sometimes all four of them on this big chair together. Coop. You gotta be nice. You got to be nice. Fred was at the vet. You got to be nice to him. Most likely to lay on the fridge. So at the trailer, Rambo and then Lily. But here, Lily and then Rambo. For sure. Because Lily likes to catch bugs the most. She's probably the best at it as well. So Coop is just, like, distraught that he can't lick Fred's butt. But he had stitches, so no, you cannot lick Fred. But yeah, Rambo, Lily, Freddie, Sally, they all go on the fridge, but definitely Rambo and Lily the most. At this place, Lily, because she's looking for bugs. Most likely to lay in bed. I put Sally, Lily, Freddie, Rambo, but at this place, Lily lays on the bed the most, I think. She likes to lay on the bed when, like, no one else is in here. Come here, my Koopy bear. But yeah, Lily likes to, like, be alone. She's definitely the most secluded of the animals, for sure. Most likely to lay under bed. Sally, Freddie, Lily, Rambo, but I don't know why I put Rambo as the last one. Sally and Rambo go under the bed a lot. A lot. Most likely to tell you goodnight. Oh my god, if I haven't said this already in a video, Rambo tells me goodnight every single night. There's only been a few nights that he didn't, and I always get worried and look for him when he doesn't tell me goodnight. Because Rambo always tells me goodnight and good morning, and he tries to get frisky when I'm trying to sleep. Rambo definitely has a crush on me. And then Lily, Sally, Freddie. That's an order of who's most likely to tell you goodnight. But at this house, Freddie's told us goodnight a lot too. For sure. Most likely to bite. Freddie, Rambo, Sally, Lily. I feel like Sally bites. Coop, don't be barking at Rambo. Come here. Do you want to see what's okay, you move. I was going to say, do you guys want to see what's going on right now? Coop's got Rambo cornered. Most likely to chase others. Freddie, Lily, Sally, Rambo. But ever since Freddie's been sick, I would say Lily has definitely taken that position from him. Rambo also chases people sometimes. I mean other cats when I say people. Sally does it too. They all do it. They all chase each other when they want to play. Most likely to chase their tail. Rambo, Lily, Freddie, Sally. Rambo does this all the time, but the way he does it... Cooper, leave Rambo be! The way that Rambo does it is unlike anyone else, because he acts like it's not his own tail when he does it, okay? Lily, she's smart. She knows it's her tail that she's doing this with. But Rambo, he thinks it's like a feather or something. He thinks it's not connected to his body for some reason. Cooper, stop barking at Rambo. Do you want to leave the room? We've seen Coop. You can exit the room. Thank you. Most likely to play with hair ties. Lily should be the top spot for this. I put Rambo, Freddie, Lily, Sally. But no, Lily is the top spot for this, and then Rambo, and then Freddie, and then Sally. Most likely to drink out of the sink. I put Rambo, Freddie, Lily, Sally, but Lily should be the top spot for this as well. And then probably Freddie, Rambo, Sally. I didn't put who's most likely to drink out of people's cups, but that one would go to Sally. And then probably Freddie and Rambo and Lily. Because whenever there's like a cup out, they just think they can drink it. Like they don't have two huge water dishes on both sides of the house. Most likely to take human food. Freddie, Rambo, Lily, Sally. This should be Freddie, Lily, Rambo, Sally. Because the two little ones do it the most. Or they try to, at least. Most likely to steal the sponge. That's Fred's thing, but a lot of the times he'll get Lily or Rambo or Sally to help him with it. As you can see, Sally's the last spot for most of these because she's just the most responsible, you know? Waits for others to eat. Sally. Rambo and Freddie and Lily, they all go first. But Sally, Rambo, Lily, and Freddie, they wait for others to eat, you know? The boys usually dig in first, and Lily, scooches her little booty in there, but Sally just kind of waits for everyone else to finish. Most picky, Lily, Rambo, Freddie, Sally, but Freddie is like the most picky about his food. Like, he needs moist food, especially being on this special diet now. He wasn't really liking it that much at first, but if you like moisten it for him, if you don't like that word, just learn how to deal with it because it's a word. I'm sorry. First at the food. Fred always used to be first at the food, man. He was always the hungriest. And then Rambo, Lily, Sally, like I kind of already said. First at the water, though, is Lily. She's a little fish. She needs that water. So does Freddie, Sally, and Rambo. They all do. Cooper is also pretty much first at the water. Loves catnip. Sally, Rambo, Lily, Freddie. But mainly Sally and Rambo. They've been around longer. They're like 3 years old. And they're Aries. And Lily and Freddie, they're not even one yet, you know? But they're definitely, I think, they're like Leo Virgo cusps. So their birthday's pretty soon. Loves Coopy the most. So like Lily and Cooper have a thing. Lily and Rambo also have a thing. Lily and her brother Fred also kind of have a thing, you guys. Lily's Egyptian, so yeah. But Freddie and Coop are just like BFFs. They used to be way more BFFs before Fred went to the vet. I don't get what's been up since, but he's just been very tired since, as you can see. He's sleeping a lot. You gonna put your paw on me? Most likely to avoid Cooper is Rambo. Okay, Sally and Rambo love Cooper, but they're definitely more annoyed by him than pleased most of the time. Yeah. And Lily avoids him when he gets too much. But Freddie, he's just the chill little Freddie man, you know? Just so peaceful. Most likely to play with Cooper's toys is probably Freddie. and Lily. And Rambo and Sally. But definitely Lily and Fred more. Most likely to eat Cooper's food, that would be Sally. and Rambo. And Freddie and Lily. But now Fred cannot do that. Fred is on a special diet. He can't even eat the other cat's food. So the biggest, Sally is the biggest. Zach calls her Sally Fat instead of Sally Cat sometimes, but she's really not that fat, you guys. And then Rambo, and then Freddie, and then little Lily. But little Lily's definitely getting big finally. So obviously Lily's the smallest, then Freddie, then Rambo, then Sally. But yeah, that was meeting the cats. The girls are still laying over here. I wanted to make sure everyone was in this room for the video. Hello, Sally Cat. Hello, my little witchy witch. Here's little Lily sleeping. Sorry to disturb your slumber. And then, oh my god, Rambo looks so cute, you guys. Hi, you sniffing me? You looked cuter before I put the camera on you. But all of them do this too. They try to pet themselves on objects. Sally definitely does that the most, but they all do. So, thank you guys for watching. This was longer than I wanted it to be, but, in case you wanted to meet my fur family, that is them, and I love them, and I want to do a video on them. So there you go. I will be back next week, as always. I always do a video every week, sometime during the week, sometime between Wednesday and Wednesday. And lately that's been landing on the Tuesday, but hopefully I can switch that around and do them more early in my week. Anyways, next week is gonna be the August video, August astrological forecast for 2020, and then a timeless tarot reading like I do every month. And the week after that, episode 72 is gonna be a big one about kind of how the old system isn't going to work because of how the new generation doesn't want to work and we all want to be entrepreneurs. I'm really excited for that one. And then the video after that, I'm going to do on a pretty controversial topic. I posted in some spiritual groups on Facebook last night because I felt very called to do so. I was kind of triggered by something someone said, and I mean, I guess it came off with just the slightest bit of like, not negativity, unless you want to call disappointment negative, but I don't believe in positive or negative. I just believe in feeling, and I was not trying to be negative at all. If you saw that post, I was trying to be extremely positive, and if you read the whole thing, I don't know how you couldn't have taken it positively, because I said we're all chosen ones, you know? But that video is going to be on how I don't believe that there's 144,000 chosen ones. We're all chosen ones. So I don't get how anyone could have really taken that negatively, unless they have an ego issue. But yeah, those are the next 3 videos I'm doing. So stay tuned for the next few weeks if you want to see those, and always feel free to comment topics that you want me to do videos on in the future. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Have a great week. Love and light, and the Happy Children are coming soon.